Today, there is a very interesting matchup going on, and that is going to be a division game as well. This holds a lot of weight for the rest of the season, and these are two teams that are the best in the NFC. Like, these two teams are some of the greatest that we got. What's crazy is the three of the best teams in the NFC all reside in the NFC North. So this game against these two teams hold a lot of weight. The Packers are currently 1-2 in the division, so if they can win this game, they close the bridge and even out at 2-2, and the Vikings do have the tiebreaker over the Packers. Currently, they are 2-1 and also beat them head-to-head, so very interesting, but to even be leveled and then praying for a Vikings loss, if that happens for Green Bay, they are in a great spot. But if Detroit wins this, it's looking good for them. Division might be theirs, and they're on a 10-game win streak. Can we just talk about that real quick? You know how ridiculous it is to win 10 games straight? Dan Campbell has these boys playing out of their minds. And that's not an understatement, because Jared Goff should be in MVP conversations. If you don't have him there, you're kind of tripping. It literally goes Joe Burrow, Lamar Jackson, and potentially Jared Goff. That's not in order, but if Jared Goff does not, honestly, he might even have it. 22 touchdowns, 9 interceptions, almost 3,000 yards right now. He is 8th in passing yards, 5th in touchdowns, 9 interceptions, which is not fantastic, but throwing the ball the way he is, he'll take those 9 picks. Because guess what? You are 11-1. If the season ended today, Jared Goff would have my MVP vote. And if Joe Burrow was winning games and he had them playing even level football, then yes, he would be my MVP. But they're not. Jared Goff has this team 11-1 right now. He's the quarterback. He's a team leader. Everybody gave up on him. Detroit gave him a chance. Dan Campbell gave him a chance. And look at where he is right now. Look at the offense. Points per game, number 1 with 32. They're dropping 40 and 50 bombs like it's nothing. Yards per game, almost 400, ranking number 2. Points per play, number 1 in the league. Yards per play, 6.2, number 4 in the league. Number 4 in third down conversions, 11th on fourth down, which Dan Campbell loves to go for it a lot. Red zone scoring touchdowns, they are 6th at 66, and touchdowns per game almost at 4, ranking number 1. Their offense as a whole is ridiculous, and David Montgomery and Jahmyr Gibbs are feasting this year. Rush play percent, it's literally about 50-50, but yards per rush, number 8 in the league at 4.8. Rushes per game, 32.4. Third in the league. 2 of the most dynamic backs in the league. Of course, you're going to run the ball, especially with a line like theirs. Rushing yards per game, number 4, 154.4. Rushing touchdowns a game, almost at 2. Ranking 3rd in the league with 1.8. And when you go to the pass, man, ridiculous. Because they have these numbers while passing 30th in the league at 49.15%. Completion percent, Jared Goff is completing at 71.88%. Yards per pass, 8.7, ranking 1st. Passes a game, only 27th in the league at 29. They run the ball more than they pass it. Jared Goff is excelling at play action. And guess what? He has the MVP candidate in my eyes. If he keeps playing and has Detroit win almost every single game, and he keeps putting up numbers like this, yeah, he's that guy. Passes per game ranking 27th, and your passing yards ranking 5th in the league is a testament to Jared Goff. Interception thrown percent 21st. Fantastic. Quarterback sack percent 14, about middle of the pack. The line is doing a decent job, but this team is feasting. And low-key, so is their defense. Opposing points per game allowed, number 2 in the league at 16.9. They're putting up 40 bombs and only giving up 17. You will take that. Yards per game ranking 10th in the league at 320. Points per play, number 3. Opponent third down conversion percent, they are number 1 in the league at 31. Fourth down, number 2 at 35. Red zone scoring percent, number 2. They hold the door. Opposing touchdowns per game, 1.7, ranking 1st in the league. The Detroit Lions are the best team in the NFL, and it is not even close. They can defend the run, they can defend the pass as well. Secondary was the biggest concern, and they have been pretty solid this year. The defense as a whole is ridiculous. The offense, it speaks numbers for itself. Detroit is the best team on paper. Will this trend into the playoffs? We don't know. The NFL is so unpredictable, but this is a matchup right here that Detroit needs to win. You could solidify the number 1 seed in the NFC and get a bye. That would be huge for them. The team they're playing, the Green Bay Packers, are no joke. The Cardinals played both of these teams, and both of these teams beat us, unfortunately. You guys both pissed me off, but it is what it is. You guys deserve to win those games. Green Bay's not a slouching team either. Josh Jacobs was a phenomenal signing for them. Points per game, they are number 8 in the league. Yards per game, 382.4, ranking 3rd in the league. Points per play, number 7. Yards per play, number 2, 6.3. Can't really convert on third down. That has been a huge issue for them all year. 16th in the league. Red zone scoring percent, they're 15th, middle of the pack. But touchdowns per game, 3. Number 8 in the league. And their running statistics back Josh Jacobs' contract up. Rush play percent, about 50%, just like Detroit. Yards per rush, 4.8, number 7 in the league. Rushes per game, they give Josh Jacobs that football. Number 6 in the league at 31. Rushing yards per game, almost 150. Ranking 5th in the league. Rushing touchdowns per game, they get 1 even, ranking number 10. But passing the football tonight is where they're going to have to excel, I think, and that's going to fall on Jordan Love, and they've done a pretty decent job. Yards per pass, number 3 in the league, 8.4. Passes per game, just like Jared Goff, they don't throw the ball a ton, but passing yards per game, 233.9, ranking 8th. Jordan Love having a really good season. 20 touchdowns, 11 interceptions with a 95 rating. This is going to be a good game. Both of these quarterbacks have been playing great, and it's very interesting to see because the run game is the dynamic spot for both of these. So it's going to be very interesting who can actually limit the run because both of these defenses are pretty decent. Detroit is clearly a better unit, and if they had Aiden Hutchinson, oh my goodness. We're going to go ahead and take a look at the Packers defense because they only allow 20 points per game. Ranking 9th. Opposing yards per game, number 12 at 323. Opposing points per play, number 8. Do a pretty good job at getting teams off on third down, ranking 11th, and fourth down, they are middle of the pack. Opposing touchdowns per game, they rank 12th at 2.3. A pretty good unit. Opponents rushing, they stop the run pretty well. They have 4.2 yards against them, which ranks 7th, 106.6, ranking 8th. And opposing touchdowns, they only allow 0.8, which ranks 10th. They do a great job there, but their secondary is where they struggle. And the Lions could pick them apart, and Jared Goff in the play action might have a field day because guess what? Opposing yards per pass, 7.3, ranking 18th. Opponents passing yards per game, 17 at 217. And then opposing completion percent, 67, where Jared Goff excels, completing 71%. They are ranked 24th in the league. It's going to be very interesting, but this is a game where Jared Goff could dissect. I'm just hoping for good football at the end of the day. It is Thursday night, very interesting matchup, and if I had to give a prediction for this one, man, I'm going to say that Detroit does take care of business. I'm going to say they win this one 31-17. Yeah, that's a pretty big scoring margin. So if Detroit can get it done, I mean, I wouldn't be surprised at the end of the day. Maybe like a 28-17 is more realistic, but I'm going to go 31-17. I think Detroit is just such an elite football team, and I think both of these guys are going to try to get the ground game going. And if they can, whatever team is successful in that is going to thrive a lot. And Jared Goff, if they can get a dynamic run game, that Packers secondary is going to be in trouble. And Xavier McKinney can get some interceptions, so if they can get some turnover-worthy plays on Jared Goff and this Lions offense, then they're going to be in a great spot. I think the Packers need to get some turnovers to win this game, and if they can't, and the Lions play a clean game, I think it is going to be a landslide. And I know the Packers are a great team, but the Lions are just that good. I'm trying to be unbiased here. You guys let me know how you guys are feeling about my predictions down in the comment section below. I'm very excited for this one, and if you guys are new to the channel and enjoyed today's video, man, I post Arizona Cardinals and NFL content like this, so if you're a fan of either of those, this is the perfect channel for you. I'm going to be trying to do this every single week, the key matchup of the week, and make videos just like this one. So if you enjoyed it, consider hitting that subscribe button. I will be posting these weekly, but like I said, man, that is all I got for today's video. Hopefully you guys did enjoy. It's been your boy Mythic. Peace out.